the Blessed One. Blessed is the giver of blessings. Blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Blessed is the Blessed One. Blessed is the giver of blessing. Blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do,
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la la.
How sweet it is to be together on this stage. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. 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 Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
I can say it? We're beginning the service with the singing of Hine Matov Umanayim. Please join and sing with me. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. La 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 la. Hine Matov, Hine ומה נעים, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Hine ma tov u'ma'anayim shevet achim gam yachad. How wonderful it is that we can sit together as brothers and sisters, friends and fellow members of this beautiful congregation, Temple Israel of Westport, or guests who are with us as well here in our sanctuary or via the live stream. We wish you Shabbat Shalom wherever you are, near or far. I'm Rabbi Michael Friedman, so pleased to be joined once again by Cantor Richard Silverman, our Cantor Emeritus, here with us on the Bima again. Beloved to so many of you here in our congregation, and also because we have so many who are new to our congregation. Perhaps they're meeting you for the first time, Cantor, this evening. So I'm pleased that you have a chance to get to know Cantor Silverman tonight. We like to say that whether it's your first time here or you've been here 1,000 times, you have always belonged right here. And so I am thrilled that we come together for this Shabbat to sing, to pray, to think, to contemplate, perhaps even just to put aside our devices which seem to rule our lives, and live for just a little while, the next hour, in time governed by the beauty of Jewish tradition and the presence of God. In order to get us started this evening, I'm so pleased to invite Ellen Greenwald and her mother, Joan Greenfield, to the Bima to light our Shabbat candles. The blessing is on page 120.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
As we leave behind the busyness of the week with all of its triumphs and tribulations, we enter into Shabbat with song, singing, because sometimes that's the easiest way to get rid of all the stress and all the baggage that we may be carrying. And so I invite you to turn to page 140, page 140. The words of Tov, the 92nd Psalm, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. We will begin on the third line on page 140 this evening.
Now this is one that I wrote, so you probably don't know it. But as soon as you catch on, you're invited to sing along. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. Lehagid b'boker chasecha, v'emunatcha b'nei. like palm trees, like cedars of Lebanon. God is my rock, God is my song, in God there is no wrong. It is good to give thanks to our God, sing praises to God Most High. It is good to give thanks to our God, sing praises to God our Most High. The sound of the lute, the chords of the harp, how great are your deeds, great is your love, O God. It is good to give thanks to our God, sing praises to God Most High. Hebrew. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, uzamer l'shimcha elyon. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך ואמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון. Now a song we did in February. So if you were here or streaming, we hope that you remember the song. The key part is during the chorus, which is La, which is not too
I
difficult.
think we can all do that one, that cantor. La.
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 You know that one?
I know that one. La.
Okay.
Good. You guys know that one too. All right.
So here is the chorus. La, 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 ha, ha, la, 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 la. La, 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 ha, ha, la, 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 la. Ashrei ha'ish, ashrei ha'ish, hasameach bechelko. Ashrei ha'ish, ashrei ha'ish, hasameach bechelko. Here we go. La 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 la, ha ha la 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 la. La 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 la, ha ha la 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 la. Happy is the one who rejoices in one's lot. Happy's the one who rejoices in the lot. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ha ha. La 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 la.
Indeed, the words of our sages that you've set to music, cantor, happy, who is happy but the one who rejoices in what one has. So as we turn to Lecha Dodi, pages 138 and 139, I would invite each of us to find within our souls those many, many blessings for which we are glad. Those many, many blessings for which we have such gratitude on this evening of Shabbat. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and then we'll rise and face the entrance of our sanctuary for the 9th verse. This too is your composition, cantor.
It is.
Excellent.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekala. השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקרב נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת קבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
I invite you to rise and face the entrance of our sanctuary. Verse 9.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת קבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
In Jewish tradition, we think of prayer as a conversation. So much of our liturgy offers or invites a call and response. And so while that call and response is usually between human voices, I like to think that it is also the divine voice, that we call and then we listen closely for a response. We continue with the call and response of Baruch Hu, page 146.
La
invite you to be seated and join with me in these words in praise of God's wondrous creation, the miracles of our natural world, and the ever-changing cycles of day, night, and season to season. On page 148, I'll begin in Hebrew and then we'll continue in English. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poteach sharim, uvitfuna mishaneh itim. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-ma'ariv aravim. Page 150.
Israel, Hamecha Havka, Uvavka. Torah u'mitzvot, Lu'enayim, Otanu limadta, Alkein Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu, Nachenu na'azil b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki chem chayenu, le'orech yameinu, uvahem negeyomam balayla, negeyomam balayla. V'avatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Friend, Shema is bracketed by words of love. The words we sang with Cantor's help just a few minutes ago sing of God's love for us in the form of Torah that God gifted to us. And then following Shema, we turn to Ve'ahavta, page 154, and sing of our love for God. The words you know, they're familiar to you. The melody, well, will be familiar to some and new for others. Right, Cantor?
Right.
Slightly different melody than we're used to. But it has the lai and clapping part, which we all like.
And if you were here during my time, you're already familiar with it. La, 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 la. נפשך ובכל מאודיך. לה 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 la 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 la. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך. la 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 la. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. לה 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 למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
So many generations ago, we were slaves in Egypt. And when God brought us out with an outstretched arm and a strong hand, and we crossed the sea, we then became a free people, free to love God, as we just described. And so that is the basis of our gratitude. And that is Micha Mocha, page 158.
La 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 la. Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha mocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora, nora, nora tehilot oseh, oseh feleh. Nora, nora, nora tehilot oseh, oseh feleh. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Malachutecha ra'u vanecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam lifnei Moshe Moshe, Lifnei Moshe, Ze'elianu ve'ameru, Adonai Yimloch, Adonai Yimloch, Le'olam, Le'olam va'ed. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Especially in a period of great unrest and near daily bloodshed in our beloved land of Israel, it's appropriate that we offer this prayer at the foot of page 160, a prayer for peace, safety, security in Israel and in Jerusalem. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace may be spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al kol amo, ve'al Yerushalayim, Shalom, ve'al Yerushalayim, ve'al kol amo, ve'al Yerushalayim, Shalom. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
Friends, we invite you either to physically rise or to, in some other way, elevate your soul for the blessings of the Amidah, which begin on page 164. Page 164.
Ananana Adonai, Ananana Svatai Tivkach, Ananana Ufi Agit Tehilatecha, Ananana Adonai, Ananana Svatai Tivkach, Ananana Ufi Agit Tehilatecha, Ananana Adonai, Ananana Svatai Tivkach, Ananana V'fi Agit Tehilatecha.
Page 166.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei Vneihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מושיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומינו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים כל יום הללויה סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Friends, we've been fortunate to pray using ancient words of our tradition and some more contemporary words as well, and beautiful music too. But sometimes the most important words we want to share may not be written on any sheet of paper or on any sheet of music. Instead, they're written on the innermost chambers of our own hearts. So we're going to offer you the gift of a few minutes of quiet. And you may continue in the prayer book if you choose through page 181, but you don't have to. You can just put this aside if you like and offer the prayers of your own mind and your own heart. We pray quietly.
Another song of mine during a time when the weather in California was terrible, which could have been a couple of weeks ago, but this was written a long time ago. And we haven't had the snow that we expected this year back east, but it could be coming. So this song is called The Gift. What have we given to make our life better? What seeds have we planted to make our world grow? Who have we touched with the warmth that's within us? Where will the road lead us? This we don't know. Will we be silent in a world that is crying? Or will we speak out the truths that may sting? Will the odds be against our reaching tomorrow? Or has the time come when together we'll cling? Why have we spoiled the beauty around us? The tall trees are no more, the blue seeds are black. The air once so clear, fresh and pure, now chokes us. The gift that was given, too soon we give back. So listen, you people who on the earth roam, search deep inside you and then look around. For only when truth reaches your essence may the source of our lives in the future be found. What have we given to make our life better? Will we be silent in a world that cries? While have we spoiled the beauty around us? The gift that was given too soon passes by. Is it? Yeah. It's heavy. It's great. There's the pick. Thank you.
Friends, each Shabbat that we're together, we have an opportunity to pray for healing and comfort and strength and companionship for those who may be ill, injured, lonely, or in pain. And so on this Shabbat, if you know of someone, if someone comes to mind among your family, friends, colleagues, or neighbors who's in need of a bit of strength or comfort or healing, we invite you to share their name aloud at this time. In addition to all those who you have so generously mentioned, as a congregation this evening, we pray for the well-being of Gerald Backman, Gabby Buckman, Mary Wheeler Braun, John Burns, Alex Carr, Al Delardi, Frida Easton, Steve Elliott, Rochelle Everts, Beth Field, Sue Flaum, Fred Friedman, Louise Friedman, Maurice Friedman, Jackie Fuchs, Roy Fuchs, Lanny Gans, Sandra Halprin, Jeff Helfand, Sheldon Manspizer, Don Matthews, Harriet Koppelman-Mincheski, Stanley Nair, Alan Nevis, Howard Parker, Robbie Regano, Gloria Scheiman, Marcia Silber, Stan Stern, Jill Stewart, Nancy Vega, Brian Wolf, and Moshe Yaakov Ben Yocheved. We offer these words of Misha Berach, page 371.
Shebeirach Avoteinu Nekor Abraham Neimotenu May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeirach imotenu nekor aracha avotenu. Those in need of healing with ruach shema, renewal of body, renewal of spirit. Let us say,
Man, thank you so much. Always good to have you with us. Friends, my early understanding of Israel and the Middle East was shaped as much as anyone by Tom Friedman. His book, From Beirut to Jerusalem, was probably the first serious work I read on the region. And I continued to read his columns and books for many years. But recently, I've found that my own opinions and stances have evolved, while I've been frustrated that his have so often remained static. This week, Tom Friedman began his piece with a message for every rabbi and every Jewish leader in America. He said, to stay silent about Israel today is to become irrelevant. Well, Tom, you might not remember, you and I met one time a number of years ago when I was at Central Synagogue. And you taught me about what it was to have to write a column several times a week, to put together ideas on a deadline. I appreciated that. But I do have some news for you, Tom. Here at Temple Israel, we are not remaining silent. I've given several sermons and written several Monday messages on Israel since the new government was elected in November. At first, I advocated giving this new government a chance. I wanted to judge the new government on what it actually did, rather than on what pundits thought it might do. I also was overly concerned that we might put too much stock in a government, the fifth new government in 3.5 years at the time. After all, how long would this one be around? But soon after the secular New Year, I shared with all of you my grave concern over and opposition to what this new government is doing. I have seen now that this is a government that's attempting to change the basic structure of Israel's democracy. First, by altering the way that judges are appointed. I oppose this. We should all oppose this proposed reform for the simple fact that the proposed reform will benefit specifically those who are currently in power. They're changing the rules of the game for their own personal and political benefit. Personal benefit? Well, it will benefit the Prime Minister, Bibi Netanyahu, who's under 3 indictments. And the ability to appoint his own judges might mean that the judges he appoints will toss out the case. And for the political benefit of the entire coalition, well, the coalition is about to introduce legislation, which I'll describe in a moment, that if judges are on their side, will never be opposed, will never be thrown out. In addition to this proposed legislation that would change the nature of the judiciary and the Supreme Court in Israel, what's coming after that is described by Rabbi Seth Farber, who is one of the most pluralistic Orthodox rabbis in Israel. He notes that the coalition agreements, the very long and wordy agreements by which the multi-parties and the leaders therein sign and agree to work together, the coalition agreements contain more than 100 clauses that are associated with religion and state and how they work together. They include changing the way burial is carried out in Israel, transforming immigration policies, the appointment of rabbis, the law of return, the constitution of religious councils, the right to perform conversions of Israel, and the relationship to Shabbat and Kashrut in the public sphere. In other words, this coalition is also set to introduce legislation that would enshrine only one brand of Judaism, the Orthodox Judaism as practiced by a number of coalition members of Knesset, as the sole form of Judaism that may be practiced in the land of Israel. Rabbi Farber notes that this is the time for Jews around the world to stand up. He says, Jews around the world Jews around the world need not unite. In fact, quite the opposite. They should be confident in their divine mission through our diversity, to preserve a Judaism that sanctifies the past, blesses the present, and forges a way toward a brighter future, not a darker one. So, friends, there is a lot to be concerned about. And yet, on the other side of the ledger, we have all seen, I hope we've all seen, an incredibly motivated Israeli populace. Tens and now hundreds of thousands of citizens on the Israeli center and left are demonstrating weekly. First every Saturday night, now also Thursday nights. Recently, an estimated 250,000 individuals gathered. Incredible. That's something like, if it was equivalent in terms of percentage of the population, it would be like 8 million or 9 million Americans, the entire population of New York City, showing up to demonstrate against the democratically elected government. Incredible. Especially, well, we of all people, friends, know the dangers of extremism. We know the dangers from outside of our community, and especially this week, we're reminded of the dangers within our community. On Purim Day in 1994, a Jewish man from the settlement in Hebron named Baruch Goldstein, who has been personally venerated by some sitting ministers of the current government, Bezalel Smotrich and Itamar Ben-Gvir, he went into the tomb of the patriarchs in Hebron and tragically murdered 29 Muslims who were at prayer. The worst act of Jewish terrorism ever, we could say. That is extremism from within our own ranks. And it's extremism that has been sometimes venerated by those sitting ministers of the government. So too, this government has supported or even endorsed the vigilante justice that was carried out in the Palestinian town of Hawara last week. Essentially a pogrom, a rampage of Jews who went out and injured and killed Palestinians. On the other side, just last night, we saw a terror attack in the midst of Tel Aviv. 3 were injured, 2 died. In the midst of all of this, we can commit that we will not stay silent. Any rabbi who has remained silent, I would suggest, or who is still silent, I would suggest, has broken a very important commandment. This commandment was reminded to me by Zach Goldfarb, who will become bar mitzvah next Shabbat. Deuteronomy chapter 22 begins this way. If you see your fellow's ox or sheep gone astray, don't ignore it. You must take it back to its owner. And if the owner does not live near you or you don't know who it is, you bring it home with you and it remains at home with you and you take care of it until the owner, your neighbor, comes to claim it. And then you'll give it back to him. You shall do the same with his donkey or with his garment and anything that he might lose and that you might find. You must not remain indifferent. Lo tuchal lehitalem. You may not remain indifferent. Lehitalem even has the implication in translation of to disappear or to fade away. You can't hide yourself from the world's problems. More importantly, you can't hide yourself from the Jewish people's problems. And so the time is now. There are, as I said, tens and hundreds of thousands of Israelis with whom we would find significant agreement, who are engaging in the political process and in civil discourse as never before. So we may not sit on the sidelines. Now, I know it's tough to find ways here to act on what's going on over there. Some Jewish organizations and Jewish leaders last week signed a letter because Israel's finance minister, a letter of protest, I guess we could call it, because Israel's finance minister, Bezalel Smotrich, who's one of these right-wing leaders, is coming to the United States and will be hosted by Israel Bonds. I was given the opportunity to sign the letter. The letter says, we would never, ever, ever host Smotrich in our congregations or in our institutions. I did not sign the letter because I think it's ridiculous. Any sitting minister of the current government of the State of Israel is welcome to speak at Temple Israel. Period. We want to engage. We want to engage even, or I should say, especially with people who we may not agree. And call me naive or hubristic, but I think that by our engaging with an individual such as that, maybe, there's a chance that they might shift their opinion of who we are or of their own political opinion, simply by being face to face with all of us. Not that he's asked to come here, but we may not remain indifferent. Here, our values at Temple Israel are clear. We love and support the state of Israel. We believe that the state of Israel is central to Jewish life. We engage with Israel at every age and every stage. So, what can we do from here? I urge you in some way to engage with Israel at this point in time. For example, we are planning a month-long celebration of Israel's 75th birthday. Israel will turn 75 at the end of April, and we're planning a month-long celebration with a number of events and all other things that will be published to everybody very soon. That'll start soon after Passover and continue into mid-May. We'll have programs, we'll have services, we'll have learning opportunities, we'll have movies, we'll have all sorts of things. I urge you to engage, even, or I should say especially, if what is going on there now troubles you, discomforts you, bothers you, upsets you. Also, I invite you to travel with us to Israel in December. We have a congregational trip planned December 20th to 31st of 2023. If you've never been, this is a fantastic time to go. If you've been before, this is a fantastic time to revisit, because there's never a better time than now to see with our own eyes and to hear with our own ears exactly what is going on in our homeland. There are many other ways to engage as well. Read books. Keep up with the news. I particularly recommend the Times of Israel or the Jerusalem Post, both of which are available free online. But no matter what, I urge us, we may not remain indifferent. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be so. I invite you to rise in body or otherwise, elevate your soul as we go before our open ark for Aleinu. Page 586 in the middle of the page. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gedula li'yotzer bereshit, shelo atzanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama. Shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'goraleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu koreim, u'mishtachavim, u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo Please be seated. There are many among us who are here tonight because either they've recently suffered a loss or you're sitting here full of sweet memories of those who we lost at this season in years gone by. And so on this Shabbat, we gather those memories close and allow them to warm our souls as our loved ones once blessed our lives. So first, if you're observing Shiva or Shloshim, the first 7 or 30 days after a loss, and you'd like to share the name of a loved one aloud, we invite you to do so at this time.
My cousin Francie Margolis and Seymour Robbins.
As a congregation, we're observing Shiva and Shloshim for Gladys Handelman, wife of the late Stuart, mother of Ken and Lisa and Bob, grandmother of Josh, Ilana and Cam, Aaron and Yarden, Dahlia, Lexi, and Cassie. For Marty Albert, husband of Janet, father of Liz and Joe Heyer, Andrew and Rachel Albert, grandfather of Samson, Austin, Presley, Madison, and Aaron. Karen Gambalotti, mother of Leah and Joe, Sarah, and Aaron and Zach, grandmother of Marissa, Everett, and Benjamin. Phyllis Makovsky, wife of Ken, mother of Matt and Evan, sister of Stephen Peck. And Gloria Pleasant, wife of the late Stanley, mother of Leslie, Nora, and Carlo, and grandmother of Rabbi Zach Pleasant and Cantor Jenna Mark. So too, if you're observing a yahrzeit, the anniversary of a loss, and you'd like to share a name aloud, we invite you to do so at this time. David. We're observing the yahrzeit, the anniversary. We're observing as a congregation, we're also observing the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of the following members of our Temple Israel family: Pearl Ackerman, Irma Batt, Dora Bregman, Ann Diamond, Nora Fenton, Reuben Fine, Sandra Gold, Evelyn Goldstein, Charles Goldstein, Carol Greenberg, Evelyn Anderl Carfiol, Stephen Katcher, Zoltan Klein, Zev Koren, Miriam Liebman, Sydney Levy, Frances Loeb, Ruth Mayer, Alice Muller, Samuel Novenstern, Rose Olander, Edith Perlis, Belle Silver, Hilda Sind, Hilda Stupak, Henry Sussman, Deborah Taylor, Zelda Thau, and Edward Yass. Are there any other names for Kaddish this evening? So we invite now those who are in the period of Shiva or Shloshim to rise and remain standing, and we offer those who are observing a yahrzeit to rise and remain standing as well. And now we all rise as one community in sympathy and fellowship as we turn to page 598 for these words of Mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Yatom, page 598. May all of their memories forever be a blessing. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divra hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'lam u'lamei al nayah, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'rihu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the Holy One of Blessing, who creates harmony in the heavens above, bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all humanity. And we say together, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru. Amen.
Well, how nice has it been to spend Shabbat together, to celebrate Shabbat together? I want to invite everyone here who is not yet of the age of bar or bat mitzvah to come join us up here. We got juice, we have some challah, we have all sorts of stuff. Here we go. Okay, you guys can have the juice. We have challah too. I'm going to bring down the challah. All right. We're going to sing the blessing first, and then we'll share it. Okay. Page 123.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch Adonai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho Be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemase bereshit ki hu yom techiyah lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki banu v'acharta Fiotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodecha be'ava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
Hi, my friends with Kiddush cups, can I take a sip of the juice? There we go. And now we have some challah together. And there's challah outside and juice too. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Amotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Teavon. Here, you can each take some to your family. Here. You can each take some to your family. Whoop. There we go. All right, for your family. There we go. Okay. Oh, and you get the last piece. Excellent. All right.
We conclude with Adon Olam. You may find it on page 625. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Soko Azai Melech Shemoni Kra Ve'achare Kichlotako Levado Yimloch Nora Tifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzirni Le'ed Natzava Hetzotzo Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kikata Levado Yimloto Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Hoveh Hu Yeh B'Tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzirni Le'ed Natzava Hetzotzo Zay Melech Shemo Nikra Acharei Kikata Kol Levado Yimloto Hu Haya Ve'hu Hoveh Tifara, vehu haya, vehu hoyeh, ve'ifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, V'nasav v'chefto kol azay melech shemon, v'acharei kiklot hakol levado, Torah vehu haya, vehu yeh ve'ifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, V'nasav v'chefto kol azay melech shemon, v'acharei kiklot hakol levado, yimlok Torah, vehu haya, vehu hoveh. V'tifara, vehu haya, vehu hoveh, v'tifara.
Once again, thank you to our cantor emeritus, Cantor Richard Silverman, to Mike Lantowski, Felix Mann, to Chris and Sean and Lester and Jesse who are here with us, to all of you for spending Shabbat with us. We wish you Shabbat Shalom.